Good morning to everyone here in Barbados, across the Caribbean and the wider world. Welcome to the Anglican Lenten devotions. During this penitential Christian season, we will address 6 themes. These are as follows: faith, penitence, love, forgiveness, fasting, and finally the topic, the Barabbas syndrome. In the first session, from March 2nd to the 10th, we will discuss faith. It is not easy and perhaps not natural to have and maintain unwavering faith, which, in the Bible, is defined as, and I quote, the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen.
As we begin this year's Lenten journey, we are called to reflect on the importance of faith in our lives. Despite the dictionary's definition, I believe that the best definition of faith is to be found in Hebrews chapter 11, verse 1. Now faith is the assurance of things hoped for, the conviction of things not seen. However, Hebrews did not stop at a definition of faith. It goes on to say in verse 2 and 3, indeed, by faith our ancestors received approval. By faith we understand that the worlds were prepared by the word of God, so that what is seen was made from things that are not visible. In the midst of this COVID-19 pandemic, which has changed the world and the way in which we live, it is appropriate to be reminded of those words. By faith we understand that the worlds were prepared by the word of God, so that what is seen was made from things that are not visible. Our faith tells us that God created this world, and it assures us that God is still in control. God's people are not new to troubles and trials. The Bible gives us various accounts of God's people facing the threats of destruction and death, but in the face of those various threats, they stood on their faith, that faith which gives confidence and assurance. Because of their faith in Him, they conquered, overcame, or triumphed over their troubles and trials. It is in times like these, when we are faced with troubles and trials like COVID-19, that our faith can blossom. When we realize that we do not possess the strength or capability within ourselves to conquer the troubles and trials of this world, and acknowledge the love and mighty power that is to be found in God, our Creator, and fix our eyes on Him and stand on our faith in Him, He makes us conquerors. I can personally testify that God has made me a conqueror. In 2013, I was diagnosed with the primary progressive multiple sclerosis, and my whole world changed. September of that same year, I was mauled by 2 pit bulls. They had me on the ground biting away at my flesh and dragging me. But I survived, and my life changed even more. But what also changed was my faith in God. It grew through that ordeal and has grown even more today. It was faith that saw me through my recovery process, and this faith is still seeing me through today as I live with multiple sclerosis. As the songwriter says, "Oh, for a faith that will not shrink, though pressed by many a foe, that will not tremble on the brink of poverty or woe." I am Claudia Thomas from St. Ambrose Church in the parish of St. Michael.
I am Gail Aline of the Church of Christ the King in Rockdundo, St. Michael. Join us tomorrow morning at 7:25 for another Anglican Lenten devotion.